Works. Um, Hello, Soyme. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Trying to set up some stream things. I'm doing pretty good, sir. I have just returned from a 1 week trip to Indonesia to deal with some identification business, and I now have an identity card. I'm back. Somehow managed to survive 6 out of the 7 days I was there. And by survive, I mean I was not bitten by a mosquito till the very last day. I have uh, I have an extreme hatred for those spawns of the devil. I hate them so much. Talked to my cousins in Indo, and it was fun. A bunch of them learned how to speak English, which is so nice because I could not. I can barely speak my own language. And I found out that one of them actually, sorry, not one of them, two of them, grew up in the UK. Yeah, I found that out. I didn't know they grew up in the UK, but they spoke with a British accent, which was a little bit funny to hear because I don't expect Indonesians to speak with a British accent, but it was impressive and very funny. It's the subdivision count. Here, okay, I can't go that high. Oh, okay. Two, one, two. Oh, uh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, but then again, it's a limit distance, right? So it should be fine. Like the fact that it did that. There's a Right. So what's in my to-do list today? Today we're gonna be doing some render rigging because I want to improve this rig before I continue making more animation remix. So on my list, I have new eyes, limit location, armature ports, new eyebrows, size adjuster, uh, finger orientation switch, eye switcher, which does not matter because I already did that, Arm sizer. That is important. And head rotation. Okay, cool. I don't know what I've done, just working at McDonald's and buying comps. Well, you gotta live your life, right? Hmm. Let me just this. Okay. Let's start off with limit locator. So the things I need to limit the location of is this first of all. And I feel like the positions are also just kind of actually no, it's fine because it's fine because this will most likely have hair on the outside. Limit location. So this is fully open right now. So go down. This is the max point. Negative 0.06. Yeah, that's about it. So we'll do a minimum y of negative 0.06. Oops. And make it local space. Is that not? Dude, that's not 6? Okay, so how much is that? Oh shoot, it's not 0 0.6, it's 0 0.06, my bad. 0.06. There we go. The math checks out. And the same thing here. I've selected, and now we have. Yep, pretty good. Alright, cool. That locks it. Then we need to lock this one next. Honestly, just give it the same one, right? Yep. Yeah, there we go. This one can actually just go wherever it wants. Maybe not outside, right? So let's give it a limit location constraint. And then we check limit locations. So I don't care how high it goes or how low it goes. But I do care how much it goes on the side. Let's do 0.05 for now. Okay, this one has to be 0. 0.05 on this. Yeah, that's about it. And then here, minimum is negative 0.05. Actually, the minimum can just go out. I don't care about the minimum because I want it to go like this, right? Yeah, this is fine. Maybe okay, if this is 0.05, well, it's 3 times maybe. One. Oops. 0. And then do 1.5. Alt enter. Okay. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to do this. Second. Copy and paste. Boom. Alright. That's the keep on going. So this is locked now. Okay, good enough. We can increase the size of these. It would be nice to be able to bend them, but I don't think I can do that. It would be so nice though. But no, that's a little overkill. Okay, and here, the limit location on this is not. That's why it's not perfect. This is perfect, but this is not perfect. For no reason. They are the exact same though. Yeah, so look here. This one goes all the way to the edge. This one does not. I don't know why. Oh, I think I saw why. I just flipped them, so it's okay. What is this? This is X. Go slightly above here. 0204. I mean, it goes through, but it does it. Okay. Zoom in. Look at this. Hmm. Look at this. Hmm. That's annoying. Let's fix that. This too. Eh. That's fine. Point goes. As long as it goes like this, right? It's fine. It's a little annoying that it doesn't go all the way there, but I'm not gonna cry with that. Save. Okay. This doesn't need a limit location. This doesn't need a limit location. Should this be parented to this instead? I feel like maybe. I do it this way, it's fine. I'll think about it. For now, it's fine. Good. Could I? Nah. Okay. Okay. Once I'm done with that, now I need to work on these. So you are very thin. I want to thicken you up. Actually, this is the bone shape. Viewport display bone. Okay, it says here I can't change the wire width. Probably because you're an empty. So I'm gonna go check out bone shapes. Circle. Right, this one. So this is an empty, so I'm gonna just copy this, delete this, add in a curve? Add in a UV sphere. No. I need to add two circles, right? Duplicate. Boom, there we go. Then I call this BS sphere. Wait, because there's already a BS sphere in my scene. But there shouldn't be, there isn't, okay. Alright. Now I go in here and I give you BS sphere. Weird, this it still shows that there's a BS sphere in the thing, but there is none. What's that second place? So BS dash sphere. Yeah, there's none. Now I got this working. Nice and smooth. Now I can hide this. This is no longer needed. This needs to be shown. Probably need to give it a new bone shape though. Not sure what the bone shape should be, but I'll put a bone shape in. And then this has to be hidden, and I control it via the rig UI. Has to be one left, one right. Alright. So we can do that later. We'll do all at once. Bone shapes we can do at once as well. Do I need to show this? I do not need to show this because this is part of visuals. There's legs, visuals, turn off. Foot, foot. The tweaks can turn on, I guess. Okay. You add a stretcher for each and every one of them. Speaking of which, I can now put stretch on this. So let me just switch this up to IK. Here we have IK now. So right now it doesn't stretch, but I want it to stretch. So I go here and give it this exact same stretch to this, except you're stretching to a different bone. Okay, first of all, let's do this, and then this is your original length. 0. Oops, this is your length. Again, just in case. And now we have stretch, perfect. Not that I'm going to use this very often, but it's nice to have, and it's not perfect. Which honestly, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Can I limit? I should probably limit scale. Probably just limited. Yeah, look at this. It's not that good. It's fine, I guess. We'll keep it as is. Volume minimum. Nope, that doesn't do much. The deformation is most likely due to the lattice or this bone, really. I can't think of any other. Yeah, it has to be because of that, right? Look at that. I guess distorted a little bit. Ah, okay, wait, I forgot. There's one more thing I need to do here. Don't be connected. Good. Right, next. Could be. Let me change these bone shapes. Here. It's got a default roll on it, which I don't like. I mean, the default roll doesn't matter, right? Because rotating this doesn't change anything. Does it? Yeah, it doesn't change anything. I don't care what the rest goes of this, so it's okay. Imperfections are fine. So I guess should I start off with turning off the fingers? Maybe be the first thing. Finger switch. But I don't know how to do that. Now, oh, here's the thing. I use your transformation, right? So I use the transformation constraint. I would hide the fingers. So, like, for example, I move it somewhere, and then I just move this up forward a little bit. We'll have like longer wrists, but it should be fine. So I don't mind fingers just being there because it's no longer Minecraft. It's okay. I'm tired. Alright, we're having issues again. I'm assuming it's you. No. Let's find out what it is. It is inside here. It must be you, right? Yep. Get out of here. Save. Okay. Next. What is next? Actually, I don't know what's next. I need coffee, man. But I don't like coffee. I'm getting so sleepy. Okay, yeah, stretch on this one. Can't I just copy all oh. So I copy to selected, And then I just change this from arm IKL to arm IKR. Boom. All right, both of them are stretched now. I need to add drivers. Drivers are so fucking annoying, but so easy to do. Okay, after that, what else do I want to do here? Eyes are good. Yeah, so next up is add placeholders. Technically speaking, I don't really need to put placeholder buttons. Oh no, I know I do need to put I do need to put placeholder buttons because there will be separate armatures that need to be locked into position. So I do need you, but the question is, where do I put them? So the things that are important will most likely be skirts, hair, jackets, maybe. There's a possibility you need the jacket. After that, what else? Skirts, jackets. It's hard. Skirts, jackets. I mean, do I really need the jacket though? Very likely, right? I most likely will need the jacket. Well, skirts are pretty easy because I would just need to pair it to this bottom hip bone, right? Not this one. Because this is the final bone, so definitely need to pair it to this bone. And then hair and eyes and everything like that should just be the head. I'm not gonna use any like. I mean, skirts would also just work. That's right. Hippie, let's change that. Just hip. What else? Think. Don't think there's anything else I might need. I'd like to have like this thing. There's an easier way to do this. That would be nice. I can't think of one. I know it works pretty well, especially with the Luis pencil. It was subdivided. Go ahead, put up here, subdivide a bit. No, doesn't do anything? Okay, never mind. Oh, I should probably limit the rotation. Limit rotation. Limit rotation. I only wanted to move in the z-axis, so limit the x and y. X. Okay, first I want to get local space. There you go. Now I can only rotate it this way. Perfect. And you just copy the exact same thing. You know, the issue here is okay, so you don't roll down actually. Oh no, it's not that you don't roll down, you cannot roll down. It's actually impossible for you to roll down. Unless I do that. There you go. Now you can roll down. So it's fine. This is perfect. Okay, good. Next up is this still works pretty well. I really like how it works actually. I should probably no, I don't even need to do that because I could just do this. It already works at the top. I'm gonna say I need to put another lattice for the top one. But if I want to make like a really or like oops. This right? I can because now it just follows like this. So it already works. Perfect. I did notice something though. When we were at the edge, it was extremely what do you say? Stretched out. It didn't like, so let's go check on the lattice again. Here. Yeah, it is still pretty stretched out. I don't like it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower this here. What's the whatever the default position is. The annoying part is there an annoying part actually? This will work. It still works. Okay, no, it's fine. I just yeah, nothing really changed here, right? Yeah, we're still good. Nice. Good to know. Save that. Now when I go into draw mode, let's just delete everything. Now when I draw it here, yeah, now there's no stretching. Perfect. When I close the eyes, woohoo, look at that, it follows. Perfect. I've rigged the stencil object now. Object delete. I'm just gonna move this over to the H rig, the overall one, and I'm gonna call this facial, not expression. Expression? Yeah, facial expressions. And so I've put facial expressions there, and then I'll add another one for the as well as duplicate it, right? Call this mouth for G pen mouth, G pen face. There you go. And then this one, I don't want you to use the lattice. I just want you to use. Can I use an armature? Oh, you can use armature on this? Oh, that's insane. And I can put vertex groups for some reason. Oops. Ah, that's how you do it. Okay. Wait, Blender, that's so insane. Oh, doesn't work. What's the name of this? Yeah, it's called head, yeah. Sign 100% weight. Does it work? Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, so you shouldn't use that. Bone. Ooh, look at that. I should probably, instead of doing this, do it on the root bone. But it doesn't really matter, right? It doesn't matter that much. Okay, that's good. Now that we have that, what's next? I'm not sure what's next, actually. What does my book say? Arm size, right? Let's finally work on the arm shapes, alright? So, what we don't need is these. We don't need to see these. Alright, I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna move them into their own separate group in arms, mechanical arms. Mech fingers. Hide them. There we go. Now I can't see them. And then now we just have this. Saw an issue here. Increase this. Oh, hello, Animatory. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Right. Ooh, we have an issue here. This is slightly. This one's not doing the right. Oh, it's kind of cool, but it's not doing the right one. Check the mechanical fingers. Oh, it's anime Ritty. Sorry, sorry. How are you doing, anime Ritty? Properties is fine. Mechanical fingers. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, good night, Soimi. Hope to see you later. Is MacBook worth it? I don't buy any Apple products, so I would not. I might. My brain is not working. Transformation. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for the rotation, right? So not this one, this one. -40 and it's 0.08. You are 40 is 0.04, so 0.08. And now this should be perfect. No, it's not. Still not perfect. Oh, look at this. Times 2. And that was actually even slower. Wait a minute. I did go 4. Okay, much better. Okay, now it's fine. I just moved it because I just moved it to. Wait, I just moved to it because my Windows is at risk of blowing up. I see. Well, I've never had any Apple products, so I wouldn't know if it's worth it or not. I didn't think I. Oh yeah, because I turned on the finger mechanisms. Right, cool. So here's the thing. The thing I don't like is that this kind of moves back and forth, right? Which actually doesn't matter because this is going to be completely a solid color, so I don't have to worry about that. And even then, I don't even use the UVs for this anyway. It might be an issue if when I put in the clothes, but I don't think it'll be that big of an issue. Right? I think it'll be fine. Arms are good. Hide this, actually, not hide it. It's gonna arms, mechanical fingers. Same thing here, move it up. This, move it to mechanical fingers. I just did a lip sync test. Sure, send it over. Let's see. Oh, cursor. My cursor disappeared. What? Oh, come on. What? My cursor keeps on disappearing, bro. Are you serious? Can I get my cursor back, please? Why does this keep on happening? Anyway. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now please give me back my cursor. I don't know how you stole my cursor with that video. Shit, what do I get my cursor back, bro? Let me go open up Google. Cursor suddenly disappeared. Cursor suddenly disappeared. Okay, this F5, the key F5 is generally used to disable the mouse, so try pressing F5. No, that doesn't do anything. Uh-oh. Chester Tugwell, please help me. Oh, it's back! Oh, crazy. Thank you, Chester Tugwell. Okay, I'm back. Look, animating on MacBook is way easier now since Blender is way faster than my Windows laptop, as my old laptop window was slow as fuck. Well, I guess that's definitely one way to see it. It might not be animating on a MacBook specifically, it's just your old Windows was just that shit. But you probably could have gotten the same speed boost if you just bought a better laptop. Those are the risk of blowing up. Yeah, you should take care of your PCs and laptops so they don't blow up. Expensive. and they're an investment. All right, so my next question is, do I need to show each individual finger? Probably not, right? So I'm going to move these two into the wrist. So when I disable the wrist, and when I disable the fingers, I get that. Perfect. I'll be moving to Windows actual PC setup in the future. I see. I mean, you already have a MacBook, so I don't think it's fine to stay with the MacBook if it fits your needs. Stop turning off the fingers. Because I should probably make them red. Let's make them red. Default colors, postbone colors. And here, go here, disable this. Right, good. And I can turn off wrist. Should move these into wrist. These wrists. Mechanical arm. Nope. Just wrist. Now when I turn off wrist, I turn off the finger control at once. So I can do like this. Let's turn off the finger controls. Yeah, there we go. It's just I just like Windows more because MacBook can't access mine here. Other games can't even play Steam here. I see. That sucks. No, but the fact that you can't use Mine Imager in Mac is kind of weird. Mine Imager. They don't have a Mac version? Huh, I guess not. Easy. Alright, what was I doing? Okay. So we have done wristband, finger range, limit locators, most of them anyway. Size adjusters next. Okay, so first of all, there's only one thing that I really adjust, and it's the size of, or not the size really, how thin or thick the hands are. That's kind of important, right? Feminine characters have more slim arms, so I have to find out how to do that. The way we do that is there's two things I need to do. I need to change the wrist size, and I need to change the wrist size. What was the other one? Damn, my brains are working. Holy shit. Lattice. There we go. Lattice. So open up the lattice, and now the lattice is pretty simple. Let's go up here. Add in. Okay, we already have a key for this. Oh, this is the bend key actually. Right? Bend it. Yeah, this is bend. I'm gonna call it bend. Can I spell properly? There we go. Bend. This is also bend. So thing is, I need to make a U-shape key and make that like half size, I guess. Half size. Back in position, add a new one. I'm gonna call this slimness. We call it slim. Then I go here, and then I go 0.5. Okay, 0.5 is overkill, I think. Yeah, 0.75. Yeah, 0.75 here, and then we'll do the exact same thing here. Slim. S Shift X. 0.75. Right. Now this will control how slim my arms are. The issue is our fingers are still the same size. So what we do here is we're going to go all the way down here. Activate the finger bones. Mechanical finger bones. There's a mechanical finger right here. Need to size this so that it matches. Now, an issue with this actually is that it needs to start sizing from here. And it's not sizing here because it's going to size from here. Because this is also the wrist controller. So what I need to do here is I need to add in a. Can I put this? Can I have like in front? This. Right, there we go. So what I need to do is I need to duplicate, move it forward to this point. Okay, wait till I can scale it down. I'm going to call this the finger scaler. I'm just going down. Is that what it's called? Finger root out, right? So this is finger scaler now. We're going to move it down. And this will be controlled using wrist control L. You're also controlled by wrist control L, so you can now just be controlled by the finger scaler bone. Now I take the finger scaler bone and I scale it down. Look at that. 5. And now I have completely sized down the finger without causing any deformations. Perfect. So now what I do here is I just take the lattice, go and add a new driver to this slim keyframe, and I have a new object transform channel. That's PH rig. The bone will be the scalar bone. I'm going to type the average scale, and so we have to do the math here. So at 0, or not at 0, but at scale of 1, it'll be 0. So 1 minus variable. So at 0.75, it will be 0.75. So, okay, let me just do some math here. Let's open up this. Here's the thing we need to do. X is equal to lattice value. Y is equal to scale value. So, when y is equal to 1, x is equal to 0, and when y is equal to 0.75, x is equal to 1. Those are the two boundary conditions. So we have an equation y is equal to mx plus c, because most drivers are in this equation anyway. In order to do this, we need to plug in both of these values to find both m and c. So 1 is equal to 0 plus c, so c is equal to 1. Cool. And then after that, we have 0.75 is equal to m plus 1. So 0.75 minus 1 is equal to m, then is equal to minus 0.25. And so our final equation is y is equal to 1 minus 0.25c, where y is the scale value. So here's the thing, y is the scale value. We need to make it so that x is the subject. So y minus 1 divided by 0.25 is equal to x. This is our driver formula. Pretty simple maths. So variable minus 1 divided by 0.25. Or negative 0. Okay. Now that we've done that, now when I scale this, oh, look at that, it works. Totally works. And then the cool thing here is this is linear. So what I can do is I just add negative 1. Now I can even just make this like negative infinity. No, okay, negative infinity doesn't work. Negative 10 is the maximum. And then 10 here. And then look at that. Oh, this is great. Math is so good. Hello, meme lover. Welcome to the stream. You didn't understand any of that. Don't worry about it. I'm doing the math here. Hello, Cloudy. Welcome. You just missed all of the math we're doing. This is not quadratic. This is actually just a linear equation of straight line. It's super simple. I was using it to remap the drivers. Oh, I noticed something weird though. Oh, okay. Sorry. Maximum. But that wasn't part of the drivers, because you can only have a maximum of 10 for your, what's it called? Yeah, you can only have a max of 10 for some reason in your driver values, which I feel like you could. I feel like we can get a little bit more. But yeah, here's an issue. I want you to not copy the scale if possible. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter too much, right? Because I'm not gonna scale it that high, and I probably should just limit scale here as well. So limit scale and make it so that it's local space. Maximum of 1, minimum is 0.75. This way I can go up, down. Maybe the max should be like 1.25. That way I can go higher or lower. Yeah. So now I have controls for the thickness of the arm, which is great. Now I just do the exact same thing here. First things first. I take this bone and how do I symmetrize? I forgot how to symmetrize. Symmetrize this bone specifically. Yep. And it's scalar R. Perfect. And I just literally copy paste the exact same copy driver, paste driver here, and then I just edit the driver so that this instead of L, this is R. And then right, and then you need to follow scalar R. And then when I scale you up, it works. And I'll just increase the range again. Rigging is so fun, man. It's so fun. Okay, so that's done, really. So check also the finger size adjuster, right? Arm size adjuster. Check. Now I need to add in a finger orientation switcher. That's a mouthful. Right. So the way I do that is we have this. You need to rotate this by a multiple of 90. Make sure both of them are in XYZ coordinate. When it comes to weight painting, bro, you don't have to weight paint, bro. I'm using Minecraft models. What are we weight painting for? Just do it. I don't think I've ever touched the weight painting. Like, this is my weight painting. Right? I select the vertices, and then I assign. That's all the weight painting I do. I don't know about what you're doing. Weight painting is for models that are like actual 3D models, right? I don't have a 3D model, so it's good. I have a Minecraft. Okay, what was I doing? I forgot. Yes, so I need to rotate it by 90. Let's just test this out. So rotate it by 90. Is there any gaps? Barely. Go into render mode. Barely any gaps. I could not see any gaps. Nice. Some gaps? Nope, no gaps. Perfect. Meme lover, what is the question you're asking? You're confused about. This still have fingers on. I have mechanical fingers on. Okay. So let's add a few more properties. Right, custom properties 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What this much? What do you mean no weight painting? Okay, when I meant no weight painting, I meant I didn't use weight paint mode. That's what I meant specifically. So weight paint mode is basically this mode. This is weight paint mode, right, where I have to paint my weights. I don't paint my weights, I set my weights. Slightly different. This is like useful when you have a lot of vertices and you need to, you do I don't know how to explain it, right? But basically, if the smaller number of vertices you have, the easier it is to do with edit mode. So I just do it in edit mode. So for example, if I look here, right? If you look at my weight paint and I check my wrist, I don't have anything on my wrist. Arm. This is my arm. I've weight painted this in edit mode, not in weight paint mode. The difference here is in edit mode, I just select the vertices I want to have a weight on. Go to the vertex group and then I assign. But in like weight paint mode, I have to paint that. I have to all the way around. Yeah, because it's a blocky character, less vertices to work with, so you can just do all the vertices manually. Right? It's like this is even less vertices than a normal Minecraft character because I stretched all the stuff out. check this out. Like it's just like this, right? Compared to a Minecraft character, it's even more. So it's even more. I don't even need to weight paint this one. I just set everything to one vertex. Anyway, hello Biz, welcome to the stream. What's wrong here? Something is wrong here. Increase max. I feel like there's an issue here, but I can't find out what. There's no issue here. This is the issue. Oops. Okay, what was I doing again? I lost track. Properties, yes. So I'm going to add a lot of properties. What is this? Okay, it's not. Hi there, can I? Yeah, get out of here. I don't want to see you. Okay, next. Uh, Properties. Don't get lost. My brain is not at full power right now. So what was I gonna do? I already forgot what I was gonna do. But arm finger rotation. Okay, actually, before we do finger rotation, let's do hands. And we're gonna do it from 1 to 2.7. Cool. Okay. Now I just need this scale controlled. Let's delete this driver and make sure we go into here. I think it's this one specifically. If I do it here, no, there's actually the same thing. It's fine. It's still just need to make sure that got me curious. Wrist, is this to work? Hmm. It used to work. Is this right? I mean, I guess it still works, right? Yeah, it's not nothing crazy. Yes, no. I'm going crazy. It still works. It's fine. Okay, let's go back to this. Wait, yeah, okay. So we're gonna go and control the hand size first, right? So let's go into here. Let's go front. This one. So copy this as a new driver. Paste this here. As paste it front. I can't find it. Let's go here. Paste driver, paste driver, paste driver. Now we do it here as well. Paste, paste, paste. And then now when I change this hand size thing, there we go. I'll go back down, change this so that the maximum is 1.2. Save, go up. Perfect. So now we have a slider for this. I can change it for each character I do. An issue I see though is what about the clothes? Because the clothes I don't want to have a different one. I want the clothes to be consistent. What do about that? I simply duplicate the drivers, not the drivers. I duplicate the lattice. So right now this is RML, so I just duplicate and control F2. Yep. So find and replace arm with sleeve. So now we have this is sleeve L, sleeve R. Oh wait, no, did I? No, did I do both of them sleeve? No, okay, good. Nice. Now sleeve L, check into here, and we just delete slim. And Leave R, delete slim, and we can decide this. Actually, wait, no, that's actually kind of important that I have slim. Let's undo everything. Okay, so what I want is I don't want to make it smaller. I only want to ever make it larger. Slave 0. There we go. So now when I do this, if it goes smaller, the sleeves will never go smaller. But if it gets larger, the sleeves also size up. So yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Let us continue with orientation. We'll go down here. I'm going to call this F orient left. And I want this to be integer. Wait, actually, can't I make it a integer? Maybe. No. Integer. Make it an integer. Minimum is 0, maximum is 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So the maximum is 3. Okay. And then we do the same thing here. Okay. Make it an integer. Max is 3, minimum is 0, boom. So this is finger orientation left. So let's start with the left. What I do here is I take this and then I add in a driver to this. Before I add the driver in, copy as in driver. Paste. Right. So this is 1. Scripted expression. Multiply by okay, wait, this is what is this? 2 pi is 260 degrees. So if I want to get 90 degrees, 2 pi divided by 4. So times 2 pi. Actually, no, not 2 pi. Times pi divided by 2. Now, when I go here, and I change the orientation, oh, look at that. It's that simple. It's literally that simple. So easy. I can even just like max it out. It doesn't actually matter what number this is, because because of angles, it always just loops. So I can just keep on going over and over again. But it is nice to just have to lock in a 3. And I think there was an issue here. I saw something that was it's shut. It's okay. Right, that's 1. Let's do the other one now. Let's save this so we don't lose the progress. Delete keyframes. Copy orient R. Copy new driver. This one. Paste driver. Edit and use a scripted expression times pi divided by 2. Okay, and then we'll try this. Yep, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Save this. I'm gonna take a small break. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a toilet break. Make it really big so you guys can tell what I'm doing. And actually that's not the way to do it. Let me just increase the font size. Oops. Ah, I'm destroying my stream. Oopsie. Okay, I'm actually up. I actually don't know how to do this. Apologies. This will eventually get small enough. Don't worry, guys. Eventually, it'll fit in the screen. There we go. All right, I'll be right back. Testing. There we go. What was I doing again? I already forgot. Uh, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I just finished finger orientation switch, head rotation lock. Okay, this one's easy, super easy. In head rotation, go here. Go down. I'm gonna call it head lock. Well, not head lock, but head rot head inherit rotation, and I'll just make it a boolean. Hello, Clover. Welcome. Okay. Copy as a new driver. Let's go here. Paste. Now I can change the inherent rotation from here. Perfect. Nice. Okay. What else? So inherent rotation is done. So IK-FK switcher is gonna be a different beast that I can't do right now. Stretch the whole body. Done. New eyebrows can wait for later. Armature parts. Here's the thing, I don't need it. But if I release this rig, you guys won't know what the hell to do. So that's what the armature parts are for. But I'm not gonna do it now. Because this is I'm still just making this rig for me. For now. Is this can I whoa 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 whoa. I didn't select you though. Wait, where the hell are you? You're down there. How did it select you from here? That means you must have a hidden. You have a hidden thing, don't you? Delete this. I keep you because you're actually important. What else? What else, man? Bone shapes. It's time for bone shapes. Or not bone shapes, but oh yeah, bone shapes actually. Wrist is on. Mechanical fingers off. Fingers. These fingers are fine. These. I need to have a bone shape for this. I am not sure what the bone shape should be though. Okay, but first of all, let's take these two. I think these two are a little too fat. Translation, sorry. Scale. Lower this down. I'll keep this at 1.1 because I'm going to make an assumption that the sleeves will be large enough to overshadow them. So I want to keep them large. Hello, Prismarine. Welcome to the stream. Currently doing some rigging. 0.3, 1.1. Yep, that's good. Now, again, I keep on forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing. Bone shapes, yeah, let's go. Turn them back on. Wrist. Okay. Oh, I gotta go tired again. Wrist shape. What shape should I use? Triangle? Triangle's a good shape. Ooh, triangle's a really nice shape for this, actually. Yeah, I like the triangle shape. And I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna make this orange instead, actually. Look at that. I don't like it, though. What about a bright yellow? Before we do anything, actually, I think this is just annoying to see. Let me just turn off the anim. Now, is this fine? I need to hide the annotations because annotations are kind of in the way. Also, the lattice. It's just really crowded here, you know? It's not bad. The question is, what do I do this? I could do the same one, or I could do another different one. So instead of green, we're gonna do a really... Ooh, I like this color. Yeah, that's a nice color. Ah, but it's too close though. This one instead. Uh, Green, but we don't have a brighter green. This is the only bright green we have. Oh, actually, this works, I think. Yeah, this works pretty well. Yeah, so this is red becomes yellow, and then green becomes the brighter green. Okay, that works. Next, so bone shapes for those are done. Any other bone shapes I need to be aware of? I don't think so. It should all be fine. Yep. Next up is I forgot what this was for, but I'm assuming this is going to be texture for your anchor. Face anchor. I'll call it a face anchor. Left eyebrow. That is literally the left eyebrow. Eyebrow dot L. Eyebrow dot right. Mouse. Delete this. Neck, lower body, head, face anchor. And then we have the eye, which I can't select for some reason. Okay, I can probably just combine these two together. Alright, and it doesn't affect anything. Yeah, it barely affects anything. It does that, but that's fine because then I can just increase subdivision and it stops the problem from appearing. Yep, right, we're good. Also, which one is this one, right? Size it up front a little bit. Alright, next up. Next up. Oh, we didn't. Ooh, okay. Here's the interesting thing. We haven't locked the location for this. Copy the limit location. We have a limit location actually, right here. So I want to limit the dx and the dx. Yep, there we go. So I can't move side by side. I can't move forward, and we're good. You can only rotate in one axis. Good. Next is what is next? Annoying thing is I have to do this for different like body shapes, but I can just do that manually. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to try out is how do I change character height? Right? That's a very important thing, and I think is there like a? I feel like there might be like a scientific study on like a scientific study on how the human body, on which parts of the human body grow fastest. Okay, here we go. Different body parts increase in length at different rates. Perfect. Thank you, Science Direct. Let's. I can't believe I'm reading a research paper on the growth and phase of dental arcs. Okay, this is very important because then if I can find out which parts grow faster, then I don't need to move. I don't need to scale the other parts. I just need to scale. Like for example, I'm assuming that the torso is the one that grows the fastest. So instead of changing the height of the legs, I can just change the height of the torso. So I can make the character longer or taller this way, or shorter this way. Right? That's what I'm thinking. If this works. Welcome, Merdeka. We are going to do a we're going to do a body growth research paper reading. Anyway, I just need graphs, honestly. Length. Let's search for length. Growth disposition is similar for all healthy adults. Healthy individuals' growth and growth stages are the same for everyone, according to Valadian and Porter. The oh my god, I can't even say this word. The length of adolescence. Say different body parts increase in lengths at different rates. From birth to adulthood, the head increases about twice in length. The trunk. Wait. What is it? What is a human trunk? Wait, I'm very Human trunk. Uh, human trunk. The heck is a human trunk, bro? All right, let's see. Pectoral, abdominal. Huh? Okay, yes. Please tell me what. That doesn't help me, bro. Where is trunk? Under the muscles, we can find the bone of the trunk. It's the spine. All right, guys. ChatGPT, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I should just ask ChatGPT this. I don't typically ask ChatGPT a lot. Yes, hello Mars. I'm trying to find out what the human trunk is. What is the human trunk? Oh, it's a yeah. Okay, so right, it's the spine. The torso. Thank you very much. See, you don't need ChatGPT. I got chat to help. Okay, so that means, right, that I was kind of correct, right? So from childhood to adulthood, the head increases at a rate of, let's say, 2 times, right? But the torso increases at a rate of 3 times. That is already big. Now let me just see what other things there are. Different parts of the body grow at different times and at different rates. For example, the head increases in very early life, and its rate of increase is rapid during the prenatal and early postnatal periods. What the hell does that mean, bro? Okay, and then the arms, very specifically, the arms are 4 times. Now, this is really very interesting. Other than that, what else do we have? And okay, so the legs increase in size by about 5 times. Okay, this is very interesting. So the older you are, the larger your legs are. The larger your... Okay, interesting. So what I'm getting at is, let's say we have like a default character. Let's say this is the legs. Okay, well, I might drawing with a pen. Oh, sorry, with a pen tablet. All right, so we have this. Let's say this is like baby size, right? Do like this. It's a Roblox character style. So we got a baby here. So when they grow up, right, let's say they reach adulthood, this would be 5 times. And then this would be like this. And then this would be 4 times. And then this would be only 2 times. So this actually doesn't go up that high. You know, I think this is pretty accurate. This is a pretty accurate representation. The age up actually looks pretty nice. That's actually kind of nice. That works. Okay. So, let me think. So let's assume this is like, what would the age of this character be? Let's say this is like the middle, right? So this is like the medium. Let's say this is like 18, 20, right? Well, no, that would be the peak actually. Okay, so if this is peak, let's just say this is like the peak. You don't get older than this, or like you don't get taller than this, right? So if you want to make like a character that's like 10 years old, say we have a younger character, the head would be approximately the same. Head stays the same, but the body shrinks. So this would be okay, so this is 2. Okay, no, let's assume this does not change at all. This is times 1. This goes 4, this is 5, and then this is 3. So what we need to do is we need to use ratios 3 to 4 to 5. So this is trunk, apparently, arms and legs. So let's measure how tall she is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I were to, cut this in half, right? If I were to cut this in half, So we divide this by 2. Or if wait, no, I'm not sure how this works. So if this changes by 5, this one, okay, so okay, no, I got it, I get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the torso is 1, 2, or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's assume 7, right? So the torso height is 7, the arm length is 9, and the legs is 10, which actually kind of works out to this. Actually, it's not that far off. So if I want to make my character shorter, I would then, or younger, or whatever, I would then, let's just say this becomes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me just draw on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be the legs. This is half the size. Okay, and then this, we go from 7 minus 3 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the arms go from 9 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually... Wait, 9 minus 4. Yeah, 9 minus 4 is 5. That's very long arms, actually. 5. Running out of mouse pad. Running out of space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the head stays the same, which is like 1, 2. Wait, what's this? 1, 2, 3.5. 1, 2, 3. It stays here, and then it's the square. We also have to go through like this. 1, 2, 3.5. Something like this. Wait, no. Let's do this properly. So this is 1, and then so half like this. Yeah, so this would be, I'd say that's a pretty good. Yeah, this is a younger version. The limbs are kind of similar, but not exactly. Then I just like scale it up slightly. Okay. And then the ratios are still the same. I think. Are the ratios still the same? Okay, yeah. Now the question is, how the hell do I make a mechanism where I can just slide something and it scales up everything? That is the $1,000,000 question. I don't actually know. Wait, this is actually this is a difficult question to answer. Wait, what's this? Oh, because you have limit scale, I forgot. Wait, I have you, I think. No, you have this. Let me copy this. Ooh, that's annoying though. Wait. That means I can't have what do I do here? Ooh. Ah, another issue here. What the heck happened here? Fingers, let me show, not fingers, sorry, wrist. Mechanical fingers. What's happening here? Is the lattice itself? Yeah, the lattice itself is scaling down. One, okay, one. Why are you scaling down? I feel like you're not supposed to be scaling down. What was your controller again? Finger scaler R. Okay. Oh, it's in world space. There we go. Just change it to local space. There we go. Okay, now we're fine. I got to do that. Local space. There we go. Fine. Yeah, I can't think of a way to do this actually. I think it's better off if I just make three different like three different proportions: one young, one middle, one tall. I think that's just the best way to do this because I can't think of any other way to do this that doesn't like involve absolutely decimating my rig. Because the issue is it's impossible, or I can't think of a way to move these in edit mode. Because that's what I would normally do. Move in edit mode. Okay, I'm just gonna stick with the torso, right? So if I can just make it the torso larger slash smaller, fine. So right now it stretches, but if I were to, for example, if I want to do, okay, I think it's better if I go downwards. So I have to go upwards. So this is the main thing. So I'm gonna take this, move them up. Okay, let's save this. Let's do an experiment. Let's do an experiment. Move this up by 2. And then here I have to disable. And then from here. No, it doesn't work. Okay, no. It doesn't work that way because this already has the deformations on it. So what I need to do here is instead of add a shape key, and I just move it like this. Some amount. It doesn't matter how much I do. Okay, and then I move it down. Oh no, I have to move it down and different. So what I do now is I'm just trying to match this. Then another one, I move up. Yeah, this gives me like a taller character. And then I can somehow drive this using this. Okay, so whatever your position is right now is 0.2. Let me just... Okay, so 0.2, I'm gonna copy... I don't copy anything. I need to make sure, I need to make note of this. This number. Driver. And I copy this number. So I edit the driver. And okay, we're gonna do another math. We're gonna do a bit more math now. So stick with me here. So what we're gonna do here is when the body moves up. So when this goes up, which is it should be the y-axis. So when the y value goes up, we need these keys to go up till they reach whatever these values are. So 0.176 to 0.148 to 1, right? So they have to reach those values. And the maximum we can go for y is 0.2. So what we do here is we copy, we don't copy, is edit driver, put transform channel, ch rig, bone will be the torso, I think it's the torso, location, y location, local space, 0.2. Okay, now let's do some math. Hello, Entertainer, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How are you doing today? I have returned from Indonesia. I'm at Jakarta, so I can't work on anything right now. I'm still so sad we missed each other by like a day. Not a day, sorry. Like a few hours. If you were there like 5 hours earlier, or if you told, maybe you were there, I wasn't. I didn't know. But if you told me a little earlier, I could have just like left the airport and gone wherever you were. It would have been crazy. Base key 1, 2, 3. What was I doing again? I already forgot. Yeah. So y is equal to 0. 1. Okay, k1 has to be equal to 0. K2 is equal to 0. K1, 2, 3 has to be equal to 0. When y is equal to 0, k1, 2, and 3 is equal to 0. When y is equal to 0.2, k1 is equal to 0.167. 0.16176, and then k2 is equal to 0.148, and then k3 is equal to 1. Right? Now we have the boundary conditions. In order to turn this into an equation, we have to do this one by one. So we'll do y is equal to mx plus c. because we only have two boundary conditions, and they're simple boundary conditions, so it's most likely this equation. So when y is equal to 0, x, which is k, is equal to 0, so c is equal to 0. Good to know. So c is equal to 0. Next up is when y is equal to 0.2, k1 is equal to 0.176 m. So we just divide both sides by 0.176. And then we get m is equal to 0.2 over 0.176. And then we can just do this for everything else. So what we have to do here is... Oh, and also one more thing. Because we want k to be the final value, we have to make sure that x is the subject formula. So the final equation should be x is equal to y over m. And since we already know c is 0, it doesn't matter what it is. So edit the driver. We do variable divided by, in brackets, 0.2 divided by 0.176. Boom. Right? And I'm just going to copy this. Paste as a driver, paste as a driver. And we edit this driver. Oops, I made a mistake. Copy as a driver. Okay, this is 0.148. I need to remember that. Paste as a driver. And we do this 0.148. Okay, and then paste a driver here, and then this one is just set. We set it to divided by 1, which is not really divided by anything. Boom. Now, watch. Yeah, it's like it's not perfect, but you know, it works. It's just to stop the stretching. Not that I'm going to use it very often. And what I can do is I can also increase the x. And then I can also decrease the minimum. And since it's all linear, it should all work out. When I move down, yeah, when I move down, it still doesn't squeeze. It doesn't squeeze. When I move up, it doesn't squeeze or stretch. I mean, it stretches slightly, but I'm okay with that slight stretch. And now, just to deactivate that, because I don't want to have it all the time, I'm going to add a new custom property. I'm going to call this torso switch. And I'll just make it a Boolean. Right, and then copy the torso switch as a new driver. Let's go into here. Paste. I call this x. Okay, and then this is multiplied by x. Right. Your driver paste x for x. And a driver paste multiplied by x. X. Boom. And so now if I want to deactivate whatever I just did here, I'll just go and turn off torso switch and then back to normal. This way I can do squash and stretch if I need to. Stretch is not very good, but the squash is pretty decent. I can definitely use the squash. Alright. Yeah, this, keep offset. Nice. What else can I do for this week? Just looking at that IK-FK switcher, and I do not like it. Ooh, feel tired, bro. Take a nap, man. I could do like a head twister, but I don't want it. Mostly because this face rig is 2D and it doesn't have a lot of subdivisions, right? So if I want to do that, I'd have to add more subdivisions, which I don't want to do, and I don't think it'll work well with McQueen Spencer. Right? Now that we've done that, what's next? I feel like there's so much stuff I need to do, but I don't know what they are. Size adjusters is gone out of the table. I'm not gonna do that. Ooh, okay. I want to make a version of the rig where this thing does not bend at all. Yeah, so this bends, right? I want to make a version where this doesn't bend. No bends at all. Hmm. Why did you use install the driver for volume variation? I do not know what you're talking about. Can you explain? I can do like a stretch. A stretch can. Ooh. No, but the thing is, right? Here's the thing. It's not. It's. I'm using what? Okay. I'm already confused on what I'm trying to think about. I don't know what I'm thinking about. I'm not sure how I would do that. I think that's the issue here. So this bendy bone is what's causing the stretching because the bendy bone itself is, stretch to it has a stretch to constraint. Are you telling me I should change this or turn off max volume? Is that what you said? Turn off minimum volume? Okay, so I go up. Let's see. Maintain volume. No, don't maintain volume. Oh! Oh! Well, that's cool. Volume variation 0. Well, thank you very much. That kind of just fixed all of my problems. Let me just delete all of these. All of the hard work has gone down the drain. Thank you very much. Okay, we still have this issue where it kind of does that, right? But that's mostly because this is at the bottom, and I think it's safe to change it. I hope it's safe to change it. So move it up to this point, right? If I move, ooh, ooh, it up by how much are we moving it up by? 0.1. Okay, I'm moving up by 0.1. So I move this up by move this down, up, down, huh? Why does it wash downwards? There we go. We set original length. There we go. Okay, so now when I stretch it, oh look at that, it works. Still not good though, because I need this to be at the edge of here, right here, right? And then I just original length it again, and then when I go up, look at that, it works. Kind of. It's a little annoying because this bottom part stretches out, and I don't think I can do anything about that unless I make it part of the leg, which I think is a terrible idea. Hello, Dreamer. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, man. So this part is the annoying part. There's one way. I'll do this. Boom. I select this. I'm going to just separate it first, so I can work on it on its own. And then I'm going to separate this. Separate. Okay. And then I put this back into here. But then I move this down. Like I guess the legs. Or whatever this is, right? This is the hip. Hip. I'll just combine these two together and I have this now. When I do this, this works. But then when I do this, it doesn't go down. There you go. You can try to parent lower torso to BB start bone. Parent the lower torso. Doing this, right? But I think it's fine. It should be fine. Everything is like working kind of according to plan. I think it'll break. I feel like this whole rig can just instantly break the moment I make one mistake. But for now, this is fine. Alright, so I can stretch this up now. So I can make like a taller character or a shorter character. I just move it. This is good. Okay. Now I want to have another. Now I want to make this so that I can make a. I want to make a mode where this doesn't, bend, right? So like a non-bending mode. How do I do that? Let me think. Well, here's the thing, right? So the way my legs work now that if we go into visuals, we go and then we go leg, and we only see the visual. So this is the actual leg, right? So what I can do, and it's really easy, is I just limit rotation for these two. Right? It's that easy, I think. So I go into, and I just take this, and then I limit rotation. Yes, there is already a limit rotation. There's already a limit rotation. I don't know why I have that, but I have it. So when I have limit rotation, okay, so it does this, and then let me just turn on the visible. I can see this. And I want to limit the rotation so that you are always maxed out at 0. And you're always, oh shoot, where are you? Limit rotation maxed out at 0. And then now, ooh, okay, here's the problem. That's the problem, right? Yeah, that's the issue. And the way you fix that issue is I already know how to fix this issue. I added a jab track constraint. I wanted to override the FK control. And you just track for like a constraint. Boom. There we go. So now we have a switch to like straight legs that don't change with anything. And what I can do here is I can now scale. Yeah, scale. I can scale down, and I have shorter legs, like for like I don't know, like a chibi character, and they walk like this, right? That's it. It's that simple. Okay, rigging is so fun. Rigging is so fun. Okay, so down track on this, and then just make sure it switches to R. Now I need a switch for these so I can turn them on. Oof. Okay, let's add that switch. Let's go here all the way down. I'm gonna say, okay, so we'll call this leg. What do I call it though? Leg rate Mojang. Mojang.elf. All of that. Make it a boolean. Okay. And I'll call this Mojang dot boolean. Okay. And then I copy here as a driver, and then I go into here. Paste this, and I just go edit. Scripted expression, and then 1 minus Mojang. Wait, this is the wrong one. It's supposed to be Mojang L. Okay. So this is oh wait, no, stupid. This is fine. We just have this as Mojang. But then this second one, so just copy the exact same one here. Copy the driver, paste the driver here. And this one has to be the same actually, yeah. Same. And then when I turn off Mojang, yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's so goddamn beautiful. Oh, hello, Krosky. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing some rigging for my new rig. So down track, paste, limit rotation, paste, and then we switch this off, and look at that. Easy as that. It's so easy. It's actually so easy. Right, save, and we go back out of X-ray mode. So now we have Mojang legs. I do not need Mojang arms because I feel like that's redundant. Stretch. I need to turn on. Okay, I need stretch now. Let me go in here now. A bunch of new props. Gonna go arm stretch. Arm dot. Need to make this a boolean. Okay. Okay. Leg dot L. Okay. Leg dot boolean. Okay. So now we have all of the stretches, and we're going to stretch each and every one of them. So let's start off. Can I lock this? I want to lock this. Pin. Yeah, I can pin the properties. I cannot pin the properties. Okay. Good to know that I can't pin the properties. Actually, this is not hard. I'm just gonna copy new driver. I'm gonna go in here. What are the two things? I need limit scale. No, sorry. I need the stretch to constraint. It's just the stretch to constraint, right? To paste. Okay, edit the driver. Stretch arm L. That's it, right? Yeah. And then I go here, I just paste this, edit, go all the way to the end of this, and change from L to R. And go back here, go take the legs, copy the driver, here, paste, and go here, paste again, and then edit as. Yep. And now, when let's stretch out the whole rig. Right, so this rig is stretched out. Don't mind the arms. We go here and I select all of these, and it just unstretches everything. Perfect. Right. Stretches are done. Stretching for the ouch. So I need to put it on this own UI, but that's done. Do I do modeling now? I want to do it later. What else can I do here? No body deforms because that is for the person to do on his own. Can't think of anything else. Let's check. Oh, here's the cool thing. Look at this. This is annoying. Right? Okay. Good thing I got this, right? So this is because of the limit distance, right? Limit distance constraint. This is the default distance. I need to change this distance depending on the height thing. So if I had to that is I need to put a driver on this, right? So add a driver. The default value will be 0.93. Right? And 0.93 plus some value. So let's do a test, right? Let's size this by 2. Right, so this is twice as large. The rig is twice as large. If I want to reset this, it becomes 1.87538, whatever that number is, right? I'm going to put that in Excel. Text editor, actually. I'm going to put that here. And then according to this, the original one is, let's this. This is the original. Right? And divided by 2, yeah, I think so too. I think you're right. It seems to be the exact same. So all I gotta do is I gotta take this. I'm gonna add a. It's not actually. Yes, it's 2. It's 2. So I just multiply by 2, and the variable will be the big. The average scale. Or the z scale actually is the most important part, right? And then I'm gonna be local. So now when it doesn't go. Because why? Oh, because this is not even root 1. Okay. The wrong root 1. Yeah, and then okay, look, it kinda this is not an issue, I think, because I will not be scaling this bone in terms of like when I'm animating. I'll only do it like as a super quick thing. So those won't be an issue, I feel. Okay, ch rig. Average, okay, average scale, local, root 001. Okay. It's a little annoying that happens. Yeah, it looks like physics, right? But I think it should be fine. Like, what I'm afraid of is... Ooh, shit, yeah. What I'm afraid of is when I'm animating, it'll... Something will happen. I said like this. That was annoying. See, that's not good. I don't want that. But it only affects it when I go backwards. Or when I'm scaling downwards, I think. Yeah. So here is an issue, right? So this is an issue. I can't do this. This will not work. But luckily for most of the time, I won't be scaling this controller, right? So I'm only going to be doing this once. Like just like that, just to make the character slightly short. Ah, wait, what was that? What was that? No, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. This is bad. This is really bad. I don't accept that. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like this one. Space that owner is evaluating. Yeah. Wait. Is there an easier way to do this? Local space. Local space. Local space. Local space. Turn this size off. Delete the driver. Wait, does this work? Oh, this. Okay, yeah. Okay, there is a solution to this. Nope, there's no solution to this. Wait. Wait. Nope, that was not the solution. World space. The target is on the world space. Target is in local space. Owner is in world space. No. Map region inside on surface. I'm not sure how this works. It was working. Okay, so world space makes sense, right? Because they're taking the world coordinates of this and the world coordinates of this. If we're taking local space of the owner, right? Local space of the owner. Okay, then now apparently the center point is right here. This is the center point. Because yeah, you can see the circle. You can see the circle right there, right? But the center point is here for some reason. If I do local space here, the center point. Okay, here the center point is the is like this is the center point. I just need to move that center point up somehow. Okay. No, it's not working. So close. Clamp region outside. Inside. Perfect transform. Other way around. Perfect transform. We're so close. We're so far. Close space. Ooh, okay. This is kind of it. And tail. Yeah, I found it. Found it. This is it. Kind of. A little bit. Maybe. Is this it? It's too far. Again. No. It doesn't work, bro. It doesn't work. What the hell? But I think it's some combination of this, right? Let's try pose space here, local space here. Doesn't work. So this can be local space. Let's try this. Let's try this being world space. World space is definitely the one. But I want to make it when I scale this up, it doesn't work. That's the issue. We should ask. We should ask bin. Local. Ooh, parent. Nope. World space. Pose space. Okay, this is what I want to do. Right? Let me just put this back here. So the reason I'm doing this, right? So look at this. I need this to stay here. The reason I need to do that is because this will be. Let me just show you what the Y I'm doing, right? Shift A, add a cube. All right, this is her shoe. The shoe will be parented to this because I want to be able to do this. Right? So this is her shoe. If I didn't have this limit distance constraint, so let's say this is set to a really large number, this would happen. I don't want this to happen, right? So what I do here is I have a limit distance constraint to stop the shoe from, teleport, like ripping it off her feet. I can still rotate it, right? Now the issue with this is when I scale this, now I just can't move the shoe that far away, and that's an issue. So what I did originally was, here I have a, okay, does this work? This doesn't work, right? So what I did originally was I added a distance driver here, variable times 2, then ch rig, and then we go root 001, and we go average scale. Boom. Okay, so now when we do it this way, this is fine. Wait, I need to make it world space, right? So when I do it this way, this is fine. It still works, but the problem is when I scale it down, it has a cyclic dependency. It looks like a cyclic dependency anyway. And when I move this, this is not good. This is not good for my animation because it confuses me a lot. And I want to remove as much cyclic dependency as possible. Now, I don't know why it happens. Animate the property. I don't want to animate. Just have you made any shoe models yet? I feel like you can add a lot of character designs. I did. I have FISO. I have quite a bit. Let me show you some. Just nice shoes. Really cool shoes. Got other shoes. We got other shoes too. Got other shoes. We got more shoes. But these shoes are annoying to make. So I don't want to make too much shoes. I want to make like a few shoes and then I'll just change the colors. Like, I can imagine they have their own powers like in the like, so like Sonic boots. Super speed. Anyway. That would be cool. That would be a cool thing. Now, I have to find a solution to this problem. This cyclic dependency is a very big issue. And I don't understand why there's a cyclic dependency. Limit distance is dependent on this. It just doesn't update fast enough, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of. If there has to be a way. Effect transform. Nope, that doesn't fix it either. Monster. What does that mean? Oh, this is kind of useful. Oh, limit distance might be really useful actually. Anyway, it doesn't matter because it's not what I need right now. Think. It has to be a combination of target and owner space. I have to find out which combination works. But I don't know what that combination is. Local space owner's orientation. The transformation of target node is evaluated relative to its location, local coordinate system, followed by a correction for the difference in the target and the owner rest position orientation. When applied as local transform to the owner, it produces the same global motion as the target if the parents are still in rest pose. What the hell do you say? What did I just say? The transformation of the target is only evaluated in pose space. The target armature object transformation is ignored. Pose space. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Let me just remove this for now. Try owner orientation. Yeah, I'll try that as well. I'll just try every combination, honestly. Okay. So this, first of all, we need to each time we do that, I need to reset this. Okay, so that clearly didn't work, right? So it's not local or owner orientation. Let's try post space. Reset. Ooh, okay. No, it doesn't work because it goes here as well. It was working kind of, but it didn't work here. So that's wrong. It's not post space. Local space with parent. Reset. This is not it either. Local space, just local space. And this one just doesn't work. Cool. Looks like the tap dancing, yeah. So local space owner orientation doesn't work. So let's try. Well, we know world space works, right? We know world space works. Now let's try world space with post space. This kind of works, right? Kind of works, not exactly what I'm looking for. Try local with parent. Doesn't work at all. Right, cool, doesn't work. Now let's try just local space. Set. Doesn't work. Yeah, okay, so it's not world space. Let's try post space with world space. Let's do this one by one. Right, this is wrong. World space with post space with post space. Ooh. This might be it. This might be it. I think I found it. Okay, post space with post space. Now I increase the size. No, it's not. Effect transform. So close. I really thought that was it. Okay, now I just need to add a driver. Let's try this again. So ch rig. Let's go root 001. Let's go average scale variable times 2. Right, and now let's try this out. It still shows it exhibits the exact same problem. Not do that. So it's not post space. It's not post space. Post space. What if it's post space and parent? Nope. Doesn't work. Post space with local space. Nope. Doesn't work. And we're running out of combinations. Doesn't work. Post space. Whoop. Nope. Doesn't work. Local space with parent. Doesn't work. Local space and local space. Nope, doesn't work. Okay. This is very sad. Local space, world space. Doesn't work. Local space with post space. Works, does not work. Local space with local space parent. Doesn't work. And then finally, local space with local space, which I have already found out that doesn't work. Okay, so none of this works. That means the only way I can do this. Ooh. No, that won't work. Okay. So the only way I can do this is I have to use this, and then I have to manually change the size, or I have to manually reset the distance when I scale my character. Right? That's the only way we can do this. Which honestly I'm fine with. If there is a way to somehow add a driver to this, that would be so nice. I could like quick. Wait, can I just? Yeah, it doesn't work. It only works specifically for this. Remove from quick. Yeah, so this is fine. There's nothing I can do here unless I make a script they can do, right? So I can use Python to tell Blender, when I press this button, I want you to reset the distance. Ooh, that's a way to do it. I like that. I'll need ChatGPT to help me, but I think that is really good. Okay. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. What else can I do? I think this is it. If I had to make a new bone, make it the center of orientation. Maybe. But I think it's fine. I think I can live with this for now. Maybe, is there a different, maybe it's just like a different constraint. It's okay. Totally fine with this. Or, wait, wait. I just thought of something. I thought of something that might work. I'll do it here because this is, I don't care about this. So we have, what if I use a copy location constraint? And then I set it to chrig. And then I set it to visual. Upper arm, no, not upper arm. What is this called? Okay, this is called shin L. Just put it here. And I want it to be the tail. What? Huh? Okay, that doesn't work because this is like, this controls the thing. Which is actually really annoying. Wait. The fact that you control it is actually very, very annoying. I don't want you to control it. Because this can control the you all of your movements is the exact same as this movement. So you ideally shouldn't be the one controlling anything. Actually, wait, let me check this. This is ankle IKL. I don't need an ankle bone because this is basically the ankle bone. Wait. Okay, I think I see the issue here. It's not really an issue, but it's like control. Okay. I need IK. Okay, it's ankled to the IK bone, but I want it to ankle to the foot IK. Okay, and then this should be the exact same thing. And now this is free to move. This is going to be its own thing. Now I can do a copy location constraint here. In IKL, tail, and now watch it. Okay, and then I scale it up. Oh, I found the solution. Let's go. Okay, that's hype. That's hype. All right, so we turn this off. Okay, it was that simple. Shin IKR. And then here we IK. What's the IK here? IK switch. Not IK switch. I need this one, right? Yeah. So this one, instead of ankle IKR, I need it to be what was it? IK.L. Put IKL. Shin IKR. What are you looking at? Huh? Wait, I'm confused. R. Hey. Yeah, there we go. So now it's locked in. When I increase the size, look at that. Look at that. Am I a genius? I feel like I'm a genius, you know. I feel like I'm such a smart person. Oh, this is so satisfying. Now here's the thing though. I feel like this is. Ooh, here's the thing, right? So this is kind of. Ah, that's why it doesn't work anymore. Well, that's annoying. Okay, so that was a good solution, but now my what is it? My toes don't work anymore. So what's supposed to happen is when I rotate this, it's supposed to kind of like rotate like this, right? So whenever I rotate this, it goes back. But it's not doing that anymore because yeah, because of that. So what I have to do is I have to add another bone here, another mechanical bone. But this is fine. This controls like the up and down movement. Honestly, no, this doesn't even need to. Oh, because this can control the up and down movement. I can make this the bone that controls. Ooh, what if I switch it? I think I can switch it. What are you connected to? you're connected to foot IKL, but I want it to be the opposite, right? So let's take these two, and I'm gonna make these be printed to the boot. But offset. Ooh. So, let me undo what I just did here. You might be on something. You might be on something. Okay, so here, you said offset. Okay. Okay, first of all, the offset here is annoying, but instead of that, local song. Okay, so it's okay. I'll try out offset first. Let's try this out first. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I see what you're trying to say, but it doesn't work because this IK chain no longer follows this. So that actually this doesn't work anymore. So yeah, it's okay. What I need to do is I need to take these two bones and I need to remove their parent. Shoot, don't connect. To the foot IK we go 0 to 1. Boom. And then these two will be parented to their respective toe. Okay, and then this one will be. Now when I do this, watch this. There we go. It works, right? Now the only issue is this is the one I have to move. Which is honestly not bad. But this is I need to make sure that this has a limit location. Or no, I just locked the location. So now I can't move this at all. I can only rotate this, which it should be fine, I think. Yeah, I like this. Perfect. That fixes my issues. Oh, okay. Now, so I just added another toe fix. Check. What else did I do? Limit locators. Double check because I did it the second time. Right, I think that should be all for the mechanisms, right? The only thing that's left is IK FK switcher, which I can't do right now because I need to watch the video. Need to do. Yeah, that's it. Everything else is fine. There's nothing else I need to do. Did I finish all of these? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I finished all this. It's done. Mojang and R. Yep. It's good. I mean, I guess I could technically do the bone collection thing, but I don't think that is not something I need to do right now. But okay, other than that, I think that's it for today. I'll probably do the IK-FK switcher offline because I have to watch P2 Design's video on it first before I code it myself. I don't think people want to watch a coding stream. Other than that, I'll do modeling a different day because I want to start making a new outfit for Sue, and then maybe start modeling other characters. And once I'm feeling comfortable, I'll start modeling the characters for Flower Storm, so we can get started on that. All right, thank you all for joining. Thank you, Prismarine, for all your help. That was very useful, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.